Sponsored by rxcardclub.com. Get a free prescription drug card and save up to 85% on prescription drugs. rxcardclub.com. Kilduff urges FI to fix growing disconnect across women's football in Ireland. His present-day experience tallies with a frustration across his playing days in the League of Ireland. Athlone Town boss Ciarn Kilduff remembers the Magic plane all too well. He never thought the Women's Premier Division would end up with the same baggage. But he fears that the lack of international recognition for its stars, or a pathway towards it, makes it harder to keep talented players happy in home-based football. Kilduffs Athlone Town are preparing for Sunday's Sports Direct Women's FI Cup final with Shelbourne, aiming for a first-ever double in the club's history. The showpiece will be attended by Ireland women's boss Eileen Gleeson, who will be preparing for next week's Euro 2025 Round 1 playoff with Georgia. She names her squad tomorrow, and Galway Uniteds Julie-Ann Russell will likely be included, having impressed on her return to the Ireland fold in July with 2 goals. But Kilduff, who also coaches the women's team at Maynooth University, does not expect to see many other home-based players brought in. After all, he manages the champions and has not heard from Gleeson or the head of women's and girls' football, Hannah Dingley, to discuss players or the league. The former Dundalk hitman said, "The fact is there is no pathway for players over the age of 19 to be seen. I have a great group, Kellie Brennan Roisn Molloy, all of these players, Casey Howe and Chloe Singleton earlier in the year. And the frustrating thing is that we couldn't say to them that there is recognition for all your hard work." Kilduff feels there is a disconnect between the women's Ireland national team that has grown in the last 12 months, since the sessions for home-based players were cut. Those were held by Gleeson's predecessor Vera Pauw and, on an even more regular basis, the Dutchwoman's predecessor Colin Bell. There has been talk of introducing an under-23 team, but there have been no new developments on it. The under-19s are the oldest team on the Ireland books, and they, with 18 Loy regulars packed into a squad of 20, made it to this year's Uefa Championship finals, where they lost to Holland and Germany but picked up a draw with Spain. Kilduff is adamant so much more can be done to encourage the stars of tomorrow, and continued, "I know they had home-based squads previously, but I'm beating the same drum. I don't have all the answers, I'm just giving my opinion as to how I see the landscape. I don't know much it costs to keep tabs on the league and a home-based squad, but I'd nearly do it myself if I was available. I'd just keep tabs, ring around to find out who's on fire and the hottest property. They stand out in the women's league like a sore thumb. I'm finding it hard times to motivate girls to come back. I am not motivating my girls with money, I am motivating them with football, an opportunity to play here. But only 2 teams get to play here in the cup final.